Everyone, welcome to day 6. Day 6 of our health journey, and tonight you will hear our dog barking in the background because, we live in the country and we have a dog to keep the critters away. But tonight we're going to be talking about something that is close to our hearts, and that is infertility. So I'm not sure how much everybody knows about our journey, but we struggled with infertility for about 6 years, and it was something that was really hard on each of us at different times. At points, we went through a lot of ups and downs as we continued through those 6 years. Thanks be to God, we were able to conceive, and now we're expecting our second at the end of the month. But it is still something that is close to our hearts because we know the pains of that infertility. And so when we encounter people who are struggling with infertility, we feel very connected with them and having gone through that. Would you say?
Yeah, no, for sure. And our journey looked a little different from kind of what we're going to talk tonight about the program, but just a shortened version is we ended up going to Pope Paul VI Institute in Nebraska, and I was diagnosed with endometriosis, some ovarian cysts, and a blocked fallopian tube. And so we did just like an in and out surgery, and they opened everything up, they cleaned everything out. And we worked with them for that. Now, because I've had endometriosis before, I am viable for getting it again. They don't necessarily know what, in that medical world, they don't necessarily know what causes endometriosis. However, being on the program that we're on, and this week, it just seemed like I got a lot of contacts, and the Lord put on my heart to contact women who I know are struggling with infertility or miscarriages or in that area of the woman body. He just really put it on my heart to contact them and reach out to them about this. So I ended up doing a bunch of research and researching testimonials from women who had done this program and were able to achieve pregnancy and a birth of a baby. Some of these women are 40 years old, and they put off having a baby until their mid-30s, assuming that they could have one, and then found out that it wasn't working. It wasn't taking, issues, problems. And then they did this program and were able to conceive. So just not taking that for granted, ladies. Like, that's such a gift. But just being aware of how that works in our bodies. So another testimonial, her and her husband did it together because it takes both of you together. You both need to be healthy. And they both did the program together. And a month later, they're able to conceive. So another beautiful testimony to the program and how it works. There's also, from a scientific perspective, how PCOS, endometriosis, heavy periods, painful periods, how they can be affected in a positive manner through the use of these programs that we're doing. Right now I'm doing a softened version of the program because I'm pregnant. So I love the fact that there is support for pregnant women, because I feel like sometimes your hands are tied, you can't do anything because you're pregnant. But I've been doing a lot, and I've been experiencing a lot of healing, and I'm pregnant. So it's like a win-win. I can work on it now. And then as you go, you can, if you're not pregnant, you can do the more aggressive one and get it cleaned up a little bit quicker because you don't have the other life to worry about and be aware of. So through detoxing, nutrition, upping the absorption, and then working with the community is so supportive. Even their verbiage is like, if you're pregnant, they're like, have a blessed birth. They're super supportive and get really excited. It's such a good community program to be part of. But just hearing the testimonials and the scientific approach to it and the natural way to do it, it was just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And for me, it's encouraging, because if I can keep that endometriosis away, I have a better chance of having more kiddos for as long as the good Lord will send them.
And the other thing that we're encountering is secondary infertility with a few of our friends. So they have been able to have a child, but since that point, they haven't been able to conceive. One of our friends is about to give birth to her 10th child, but for an entire year, they struggled to conceive as well. So there's lots of different scenarios that come up, from not being able to have children at all to that secondary infertility infertility to not being able to carry a pregnancy to term and having a miscarriage, that this program, I think, really has been able to help several people, at least in the testimonials that we saw. Just a complete gift from God, in my opinion, because there's nothing more beautiful than having a child and being able to have children and bring life up together as a husband and a wife.
And if you could come together as a husband and wife to create that life together, I mean, that's best case scenario. You know, like that's what that procreation is for,
yes.
to do it together. And if you're both healthy and you can both come at it from that perspective, what a gift. What a unifying moment of love.
Yeah, and I can't remember if you mentioned this, but the importance of the husband and wife doing this as well. So, you know, Tonya had her problems, but I also had my problems with my sperm count and motility and stuff like that. And so usually it's a both and sort of deal, that the husband needs to get healthy just as the wife needs to get healthy. So that's just an encouragement to the husbands too. Support your wife in this journey by doing it with her if you're struggling, because that can be a really uniting and bonding thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Especially it takes pressure off me as a woman, because it's super easy to be like, oh, we can't get pregnant, it's the woman.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such an easy scapegoat type thing, but when you're doing it together and you're really paying attention together, what a unifying thing.
Yeah. So that's all for tonight. We just wanted to share that because it's very close to our hearts. Again, we encourage you just in the description to reach out to us. There's a couple of different ways. We would love to visit with you now that we've found some more information about this particular area, and some videos. We can share those as well with you if you'd like to watch them, or if you have any other health concerns. We've found a lot of information and videos that we can share on that as well as just kind of how this program works.
Yeah.
So,
and anytime we have a question, again, we prefer for you to reach out to us so that we can give you the information. That way we can make a connection with you. And then if you have additional questions, we can get you on a connect call with a regenerative specialist. And you can ask as many questions as you want and they can answer them. And sometimes it's just nice to hear it from somebody else.
Yeah. So God bless you all and have a good night, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.